You have to speed this video up. Okay, let's go. Probably not gonna talk much. I'm way too tired. My energy literally went from high to low. Cardi made a new song. That shit's probably dog shit. Singer scammed us. Yo, I thought he was naked for a second. Why the nigga acting gay, bro? Oh my lord. I'm not trying to see this nigga's print. Hey yo. Hey yo, bro.
I'm about to throw my
Yo, what?
This guy should be a case study of exactly what not to do when getting into the content creation sphere. It's been a minute since we've touched on Johnny Somali on this channel. Honestly, because I thought he was over with. I thought he had been arrested, but that does not stop him from continuing to be some sort of menace on whatever platform he exists on. And this time, because he's not allowed on Kick or YouTube or any of the major ones anymore, he's now on some platform called Party, some new web-based.
Party, bro? That's just literally shit. No hate. It's just what I see.
Platform that allows streaming just like every other one, but less audience, more disturbing content, and more Johnny Somali. Now, even though he was able to escape the criminal charges, you know, the prison time, and pay the fines in other countries in which he had received some sort of punishment, you would think that that would stop Johnny Somali. You know, after being banned off Kick, Twitch, Rumble, I don't know, Spotify,
Didn't they
banned from literally everything.
Japan, something like that? So they kicked him out of Japan, and he still ended up doing whatever. He apologized, and after you said, "What is shit?"
You would Somali from going around in his boxers, harassing people, and just doing Johnny Somali shit. But obviously, he did not learn his lesson. Now he is in Korea half naked, showing off his print to anybody and everybody, harassing cops, you know, not taking any sort of authority or respect for anybody and what they have going on. And it's caused him to gain 2 new obstruction charges on different businesses that he was disrupting. While also in South Korea, he's been promoting North Korea very heavily, which goes to his long and tenured history of just straight disrespecting any and everything of anybody else's culture, not caring about it.
If you come right here, you see.
Wouldn't they end his life in North Korea for even saying that shit? He said, "Yo, you guys are trash." They can shoot him on the spot. Probably. I'll be hearing this strict as fuck. Yeah, extremely strict.
Is where pretty much the most hated live stream in the world made one of the worst decisions of his life by
Tozy went there too,
getting belligerently drunk, throwing noodles around, and then cussing out an elderly store employee. This basically kickstarted his downfall here in Korea because it was after that incident that things started to crumble together for him.
Now, this would get Johnny Somali into so much trouble. I mean, literally facing up to 10 years in a Korean prison. Because you can't just do stuff like he's doing and think that there's no consequences or repercussions. I'm serious when I say this. Johnny Somali probably has the crown, and not even probably, Johnny Somali has the crown of being the worst and most hated streamer worldwide. I know that seems a little crazy when you have people like Aiden Ross, Sneeko, Jack Doherty running around, but I promise you, when we talk about worldwide scheme of things, Johnny Somali has to be it. He's going to countries that aren't even accustomed to streaming and being a nuisance in these countries. Now, you would think that those actions would get him on the right path, and I feel like I've said that 50,000 times because maybe my brain just functions as an adult so much better that I see that I shouldn't continue these same paths of destruction over and over and over and over and over again. But no, that wouldn't stop somebody like Johnny Somali, because when he was asked to come to court, he just didn't come to court.
Hearings begin. 10:09. Ramsey Khalid Ismail is called to the stand. His lawyer informs the judge that he is attempting to contact him. The entire court waits. The judge appears mildly irritated. 10:11. Delay confirmed. The lawyer finally makes contact with Ramsey and informs the court that he will arrive 15 minutes late. At 11, Johnny Somali is absent. Johnny has still not appeared in court. Given that he was drinking all night, it is possible that he is still intoxicated. His lawyer appears to be attempting to sober him up. 11:09. Ramsey arrives. The courtroom informed Ramsey that he is on his way up the stairs. The judge and prosecution appeared mildly irritated. 11:11. Ramsey enters the courtroom looking very rough. He is wearing an ill-fitted gray suit that is too large for him and a red MAGA cap. As he enters, he smirks at a Tozy and me. He then notices Legal Mindset, who is slightly in his blind spot. Seeing Legal Mindset, he grins foolishly and sticks his tongue out at him. Hank follows closely behind. In an attempt to appear confident, Ramsey fails to follow courtroom protocol. He is told to remove his hat, which he does. However, while smirking at Legal Mindset, he absent-mindedly puts it back on. The court officer immediately instructs him to remove it again. He then attempts to sit in the interpreter's seat and is told to move.
Ramsey, or Johnny Somali as we know him, doesn't give a damn about anybody. Not the Korean government, not the Korean shop owners, not the public, not anybody in the world. And that's why he's in this situation that he's in.
Bring the fence. I swear to God, if they bring the cops, I'm running on the cops. I'm running on the cops right now. I run around the city like this.
It's gotten to the point where content creators like Atozy, who has been...
But like, aren't you not supposed to take your... Well, that's only probably China. Because you're not allowed to take your shirt off. It's like an offense or some shit. Something like that.
Chronicling Johnny Somali for a long
time,
have flown out to Korea to see this in person.
Like, it's a country that you can't take your shit off. Take your shit off, boom, you're done. At least you're done.
And I don't blame them, because as I continue to listen to his great piece about this person, this Johnny Somali character, the stuff that is laid out as to what he is doing in these Korean towns or shops or cities makes me only scratch my head to wonder, what is the end goal? Or is something 100% there with you? Like, do you have all your faculties?
Ramsey entered a 7-Eleven.
End his life quick. That's basically his goal.
Began drinking alcohol, which is illegal in Korea. When the elderly shop owner asked him to stop, he became verbally abusive. He threw ramen inside the store and continued drinking anyway. He played loud music, danced drunkenly, and harassed customers as they entered. His actions caused financial harm to the business and emotional distress to the owner. Ramsey carried a rotting fish in a plastic bag and harassed people. When passengers asked him to remove the fish from the bus, he ignored them. He randomly approached pedestrians with a rotting fish, disturbing social order and making people feel unsafe. And then the third charge is lewd conduct on public transportation. Ramsey was accused of sexually suggestive dancing and playing loud music on the bus and in train. He was specifically accused, in quote, of twerking, which is considered deviant in Korea.
I'm not doing it. Oh, yeah, no.
This was a statue Johnny twerked on. And that's apparently the first time the word twerking has ever been used in a court case in Korea.
A literal laundry list of charges. And
twerking?
Korea doesn't play about none of that shit. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think twerking in public was a crime until I
was
was.
twerking at every crime. I'm just saying. Like, goddamn, I'm way too tired. Way too tired.
Following this Johnny Somali situation. And it's got me thinking that he's doing all of this for $5 donations. See, the thing about these young content creators is that they don't understand that your digital footprint really does matter. There's a long-term scale that you have to bring to the table when we're talking about creating content. You have to think about what you do today factoring into tomorrow. And Johnny Somali's only motivation right now is money. He doesn't care about anything else. He doesn't care about whose feelings he hurts. He doesn't care about what laws he breaks. He literally is willing and able to admit that the only reason why he's doing these things is for money. And this is just short-term money, but it's money nonetheless.
Lock me in the country, I'm gonna make bread. If these lock me in the country, I'm gonna make bread. I don't give a. Send that to the prosecutors. My live stream donators, they gonna get it rich in oil because they feel bad that I've been locked here. Johnny Somali is making money.
This live stream, the people in this live don't even give a fuck about it. Like, that's actually sad. It's like basically being I wouldn't say he's a hero, but I just compare him to, it's just like a quote. It's just that the heroes, like, I don't know, it's something like, that. I don't know how it went. The people enjoy the heroes being the heroes for a certain time. Then some others said when the hero needs help, maybe then no one's gonna help them. Wasn't the Spider-Man who said that? I forgot the quote. It was Green Goblin talking to Spider-Man. You said shut up. You didn't see it? I look at it. Let's see this. Green. No, right here. Yeah, this. Look, listen.
Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin, you like that?
Mr. Jameson.
Made it up myself. These weirdos all gotta have a name now.
Mr. Jameson, Spider-Man.
Hoffman,
Yeah?
tell the patent office, copyright the name Green Goblin. I want a corner every time somebody says it.
How about green meaning?
Spider-Man wasn't attacking the city. He was trying to save it. That's slander.
It is not. I resent that.
It is the
Slander
same.
is
That's
spoken.
all shit. Omni-Man, bro.
It's libel.
You don't trust anybody. That's your problem.
I trust my barber. What are you, his lawyer? Get out of here. Let him sue me. Get rich like a normal person. That's what made this country. A normal person. That's what made this country. Get out of here. Let him sue me. Get rich like a normal person. That's what made
Will's
this country.
question, why the hell did they come back? Why the hell did they come back? I just threw it out. What the hell is happening? I don't know where it is. I think World Cup
Lying.
Stuff comes in the mail.
You're lying.
I swear.
He's the one who can bring me to
I
it.
don't know who he is.
You are useless.
Set him down, tough guy.
Speak of the devil.
Spider-Man! I knew you two were in this together!
Hey, kiddo, let Mom and Dad talk for a minute, will you?
Sleep.
You're an amazing creature, Spider-Man. You and I are not so different.
I'm not like you.
You could have easily taken his mask off. If you actually wanted to. Yeah, easy. He probably seen who we was already.
Well, to each his own. I chose my path.
Yeah,
You
listen.
chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city. But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for
They'll
them,
betray you.
eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
Because it's right.
Here's the real truth. There are 8 million people in this city, and those teeming masses exist for the sole purpose of lifting the few exceptional people onto their shoulders. You, me, we're exceptional. I could squash you like a bug right now, but I'm offering you a choice. Join me.
Nah, it's already, so basically, I don't know what the fuck that was about. It's basically, in my opinion, I depict it as like, you know, niggas. They basically want, or basically, compared to this situation, basically they basically hate watching. They want you to fail for their own amusement. You're basically like a clown in the circus. You're literally there. You're like a gesture to, and they're the kings. You have to make them laugh so they can give you some, you know, that's your only thing, is to make them laugh.
Lock me in the
Just for you just to feel worthy.
country, Korean, corrupt ass government.
He's basically fucking up his life. All just for nothing. Little money. After when he does some good shit, no one's gonna know. And they're all gonna hate him. Hate watching. He's gonna eventually probably end it.
If the government don't want me to work, I'm not working. I'm streaming. 2 different things. I could be in Home Depot or selling my. That's working. Shut the.
There's clearly some delusion here. Johnny really believes that his supporters are his friends, that they don't want to see him locked up.
That's
He's
a
just
hate
out here creating
watching, bro.
content. And this isn't necessarily a job. But in reality, the only reason why all 10, or as I go on the party app now, 3,000 people are watching Johnny Somali is to see the next crash out. People like to see train wrecks. And Johnny, you've got to be the biggest train wreck in streaming history. Nobody's looking out for Johnny's best interest. Not even the streaming platforms that he brings eyes to or coverage to, I guess. I have no clue.
So he then shouted out the creator of the new website that he streams on.
Shout out the owner or whatever. You guys wouldn't have got this stream if it wasn't for the party owner. The owner of the website told me to go live tonight, so that's why I was
The
live.
owner probably responded to it.
Why people are still platforming Johnny is for the little bit of eyes that he does bring. So when he got suspended from Kick, banned from Kick and Twitch and all this other stuff, it only caused him to continue to go down this rabbit hole of trying to find different platforms, where he landed on Party. But after his recent actions and antics, even Party, some new age Web3 development platform that only has really friends creators. So yes, Jack Doherty, if you've been wondering where he's been on that platform. They suspended him as well. They basically used him for the eyes
dancing, bro?
that he could bring to the platform. And Party has since unbanned him because they understand that the eyes that Johnny Somali can bring to the platform are probably more valuable than him not being on the platform right now. So instead of doing the right thing to help him and not enable the behavior, they're just enabling it because they want to see him crash out. Now, I don't feel bad for Johnny Somali or any of these other content creators because ultimately they don't want to be doing this, but they're forcing themselves to do it because they think that this is the way to gain some sort of internet success or fame. Like, it's to the point where they're openly admitting these actions, that they're doing all of this just to be seen.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it, bro. Like, you're gonna come up to me, bro. Why you being to other people in other countries. Why are you bullying people in other countries? For money, like for clout. I've said it many times.
So at the end of the day, I can't share any sympathy for Johnny Somali or Jack Doherty or any of these content creators who are going down this nasty, evil, and negative path. We've seen creators have redemption arcs and understand that there's bigger and greater consequences to what the hell they are doing. You know, Neon has literally done a 180 and is a whole different person now. He's going down a path of being happier, healthier, and more successful. You know, streaming with some of the greatest creators and some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment, literally making people's careers. Because I can remember at one time he was faced at the same crossroad that Jack in sports and entertainment, literally more successful. You know, a whole different person now. He's going down a path of being, you know, Neon has literally done arcs and understand that there's bigger and greater consequences to what the hell they are doing. You know, Neon has literally done a 180 and is a whole different person now. He's going down a path of being happier, healthier, and more successful. You know, streaming with some of the greatest creators and some of the biggest names in sports and entertainment, literally making people's careers. Because I can remember at one time he was faced at the same crossroad that Jack and Johnny were, but Neon took a left while Johnny and Jack took a right. Johnny Somali literally might end up in jail, and it'll all be for clout. And at that point, the tens of audience members that you have won't even matter. Why is Johnny Somali doing this? I don't know, but we'll be here for the crash out. Big shout out to Atozi for the recap, for literally going out to Korea. And I know he'd probably shout out Johnny Somali because Johnny Somali's allowing him to go to Korea by making all this content. But he did an excellent job of breaking it down. I just don't know where this leaves Johnny Somali.
Johnny Somali is cooked. Literally, he's cooked.